The AIDS-HIV epidemic is pronouncing a catastrophic impact on the sub-Saharan region, among them the South African Republic. As a people-centered organization, we are able to, through observations and statistics, acknowledge that this epidemic is anthropologically, sociologically, and psychologically changing the country. In contrast, sociological, such as societal structures, psychological, such as oppression-related trauma, and anthropological factors, such as cultural and traditional beliefs, play an essential role in spreading the disease among the populations. To prevent the further spreading of the virus in these regions, we must all be concerned with understanding the underlying aspects of and cultural and governmental attitudes towards the epidemic that facilitate the spread. The SLF is striving to, through this conference, understand the cultural and governmental attitudes and other societal factors that pose a barrier to charitable and national forces from putting an end to the epidemic. We have the objective to understand and form an opinion on who or what is primarily to blame for the increase in the prevalence of the illness among the South African people, mainly the black portion of the population, which is statistically the most targeted by the disease. Before displaying our statement, the SLF would like to thank the South African government for consenting to the organization of the AIDS-HIV National Conference. We are looking forward to cooperating with the government in combating the widespread epidemic in South Africa. We are open to discussion and have the objective to understand the stances the government takes regarding the AIDS-HIV epidemic. Second, we would like to thank our supporters and the national grassroots movements that follow and implement our strategies in their work. Being united and understanding each other's stances and the factors which impact the situation will aid the national community in putting a stop to the spread of the AIDS-HIV virus. The SLF considers the cultural and societal structures to be the main culprits of the epidemic. The organization has observed extreme ignorance and dangerous understandings of the situation derived from a lack of education on the virus and its implications on the society. The majority of the black population holds traditional myths and superstitions as facts, which pronounces disastrous effects on the population and gives rise to immoral actions. For instance, a myth that had originated in South Africa included the belief that having sexual intercourse with an infant will aid oneself in getting rid of the HIV or AIDS virus. In all South African communities, HIV or AIDS is stigmatized. Communities exclude and discriminate those who have the disease. This causes individuals to be afraid of getting tested, as a positive test leads to depression, isolation, exclusion from social activities, being chased away from home, rejected, and abandoned. As a result of the fear and shame and the uncertainty of whether the individual has the virus, the individual spreads HIV without knowing and is unable to access treatment. This contributes to the further spreading of the virus. The South African culture rests on ideas that sex is linked to power and holds the sexist view that women are inferior to men. As a result, girls and young women are often forced to have intercourse, are raped, face defilement, and are married early. Most young women are unable to reject or say no to having intercourse, as the woman is dependent on the man. Because women are not educated and are unable to generate their own income due to the belief that they should not be educated, they are dependent on men to gain access to financial assets or money. Additionally, high levels of poverty among the female populations cause many to go into prostitution, allowing them to generate an income, but making them susceptible to acquiring HIV, the AIDS virus, or spreading it themselves. As mentioned, the community rejects, abandons, and chases away women with AIDS or HIV, causing many to quit school, if they had previously even been in school, or engage in illegal activities such as dealing or consuming drugs, abusing alcohol, and engaging in dangerous sexual activity. The destabilized individuals are more likely to commit crimes, such as business burglary. There was a 0.073% increase since the epidemic started. The theft of motor vehicles, there was a 0.028% increase. Robbery, a 0.13% increase. Commercial crime, assault, rape, and or street violence. With the rise of AIDS and HIV, the crime rate rose as well. The HIV/AIDS virus would have not have dominated South Africa in the measure we witness today if the anthropological factor, culture, had not been so deeply woven into the society.